really hasn't been a great first week in China, with 2 typhoons which have hit places like Fujian, Taipei, or the country of Taiwan, Hong Kong, etc. But it's not just China which has been with all these floods. If I go to this picture here, 10 floods after 5 days in September. Mexico, USA, Guatemala, Spain, Turkey, Brazil, Greece, Bulgaria, Turkey, and China. But we are concentrating on a sort of recap what has happened over the last 7 days on the East Coast, mainly on the east to the southeast of China. The thing is, what I don't get about it, we can't control Mother Nature. A lot of this has to do with global warming. I'm sure some people will disagree with me and say global warming doesn't exist. I believe it does. Please comment in the comment section below. But we can prevent the devastation which floods happen with better draining. You won't see this very often in cities like Qingdao in the northern part of China, in between Shanghai and Beijing. Why? Because mainly the city was built by the Germans, and Germans are very good at engineering. Other cities always seem to have a great problem, and they say there's a sponge city, for example. But to be honest, every year it's the same story, just in a different place.
现在感觉车库都是，这比杜苏芮的降水还恐怖。不会吧？我感觉这。
I truly do feel sorry for the people that they spend a lot of money trying to buy a house, for example. The agent may say, no, it's not a flood area. It's happened to me in the Philippines that I did a bit of research and found out it was. And some people just have no choice, that they can't move. And every year they will near enough lift up the refrigerator and put it on the kitchen table, for example, so the refrigerator can live to fight another day. It's just a great shame. It is a serious problem in China, but it's all about the afterwards, about the rescue workers, and even some propaganda with the rescue workers is fake as well. So it's just sometimes quite horrible, and my heart truly goes out for the people who have to suffer with this every single year, year in, year out, and their government, their local government, does sweet FA about it. What does FA mean? Well, let's just say Football Association. At the time of recording, it's Thursday, the 7th of September 2023. Let's have a quick look at the weather forecast near enough for most of China for the next 4 to 5 days. I know around the world, as I mentioned earlier today, there are and have been floods, 10 big floods around the world in 5 days, the first days of September 2023. And I will show you a compilation of this a little bit later on, but all the videos that I'm showing you now is basically in the southeastern part of China. This is in Fujian province, which is very close to the country of Taiwan, and in Guangdong province as well. It's a really big province. They call it the factory of China, or the factory of the world, very close to Hong Kong. Even the city centre gets flooded, and that's meant to be the area where it's meant to be the safest part of the city. I really wish China would get their flooding or their flood control management sorted out. Instead of wasting money on the Belt and Road Initiative, why don't you spend the money on the people? Because it is the People's Republic of China. Well, that's the name of the country. Not that the government actually do anything for the people of the country. Rain is certainly not one of them.
现在感觉车骨头就是，这比杜苏芮的降水还恐怖。应该不会吧？对。我感觉这个。
Okay, so let me show you a small compilation of what's happening in Mexico, USA, Guatemala, Spain, Turkey, Brazil, Greece, Bulgaria, Turkey, and China. Is Turkey there twice? It is, actually. For the next 44 seconds.
Böyle bir şey olabilir mi ya? Dereye bak.
That brings us to a close again on Thursday, the 7th of September. I don't know how many times I said that, 2023. God bless to each and every one of you. And I am trying to find out more news about China, what's happening. I'm sort of doing a deep dive into the brand new Huawei P60 Mate Pro phone and where do the chips actually come from. I got a suspicion that they were possibly not made in China, but that's a suspicion. I can't prove anything until I do a deep dive. Maybe I'm totally wrong, but YouTube is my hobby, and I just like doing armchair investigation or investigation journalism and seeing what you can find if you go into some of the dives. God bless to all. Please like, please subscribe, please share. Have a epic day. My name is James. Bye-bye for now. Cheers.
Agora böyle bir şey olabilir mi ya? Dereye bak.